Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're going to be looking at a signature list. So looking at the signature items specifically, getting these heroes to a plus 30 will be a game changing in formations. Also a bunch of different areas for AFK Arena. So let's go ahead and run through them. Number one being Rowan. Now when it comes to Rowan's plus 30 signature item, it is undoubtedly probably still one of the absolute strongest signature items within AFK Arena. Energy restored by his potion is increased to 400 points. That is right, guys. It is a game changer. There are still a lot of formations where Rowan is still being utilized because of this signature item, which makes him one of the really solid plus 30 signature items to get early game. Now, looking at the next one, guys, is Lucretia. Lucretia is still the absolute solo queen. If you happen to get her early, even if you just get her up to Mythic to unlock the signature item, getting her built up to this plus 30 signature item, she can actually sacrifice the rest of the team, which is kind of crazy, but it will amplify her damage so high that she can solo a majority of AFK Arena just having the plus 30 signature item. Next one we look at, guys, which again is a huge priority in the S category, is Zard. Now, Zard, you only do need to get to Mythic and get the signature item up to that plus 30 to extend the duration by, that is right, guys, with the dissolve points, it will be an extra 60% duration, which again, I don't know, formations that are not running him, he is still best in slot for a ton of different formations because of this duration extension within the build. Next one we look at, we're going over to our Celestials, which is Ulna. Now, Ulna's ability, the plus 30 signature item, allows her to trigger this Winter's Call. Winter's Call is what is going to give her the immunity. So if she drops below 50% for the first time, it is going to trigger her immunity. Now, that is really the big thing that you want to build on Ulna, guys. The plus 30 signature item, the 9 of 9 furniture are the two biggest things and really the only things you need for Ulna to be super effective within the formation. Now, of course, we wouldn't be remiss without including our Awakened Heroes, guys. The Awakened Heroes, the plus 30 signature items on here, when the total healing Baden has received reaches 20% and 40% of the max health, he permanently gains rating, attack rating buffs 20 and 40%, which is insane, guys. This is what allows Damon to do so much damage, which is again one of the reasons he is top priority when it comes to building him out with the signature item. Then of course we do have Brutus. Brutus is the exact same, guys. Looking at this plus 30 signature item, each time Brutus receives Mountain Shield, nearby allies will receive Inspire, which removes the majority of debuffs on them and increases the defense by 25% of Brutus's current defense. So this again is huge. Anytime he does the Mountain Shield, guys, it's removing the buffs on there, and it is also amplifying the defensive abilities that they do possess with this hero, making it huge to utilize. Next one, we go over to our Wilders. It is Raku. Now, Raku with this plus 30 signature item, normal attacks deal additional damage equal to 15% of the target's current health, but not exceeding 650% of Raku's attack rating. Now, this is a huge, huge amplification with the normal attacks. He is really focused on the normal attacks. He does the haste, but normal attacks can be amplified when a hero is crowd controlled. So running in with Leonardo, running with Amelia, running with a couple different heroes, this is going to allow him to actually amplify the damage with that plus 30 signature item, making him super effective as a killing machine. We also do look at the Awakened version of Solus. Now, in my opinion, guys, she is still the #1 priority Awakened hero to build within AFK Arena. Plus 30 signature item. When she takes fatal damage, the Water Spirit with the lowest remaining health will sacrifice itself to shield her. That is right, guys. This is her immunity. This is her cheat death. When she takes fatal damage, it will actually pop a shield on her, taking her making sure she doesn't die. This effect can be triggered up to 2 times per battle. That is right, guys. She has double cheat death with that plus 30 signature item, which again is kind of crazy, making it a top priority. Now, of course, with the dimensionals, guys, it is Albedo. Albedo's plus 30 signature item is a game changer by far, guys. During battle, the attack rating of all dimensional heroes are increased by 15%. For every dimensional hero that is in the allied formation, this effect can stack 3 times. That is right. This is the damage amplification factor that Albedo does provide. She also does have a defensive rating in here, which again is super effective. That is the reason why when you see a majority of heroes, even if they're running with Brutus, whether they're running with Baden, a lot of different formations, guys, this is huge to run Albedo in the formations. Plus 30 signature item on her, again, is a huge priority when you're building her out. And of course, we would be remiss again without building out Scarlet. Scarlet is still one of the absolute top damage dealers. Now, we know the Awakened version of Belinda does a considerably more damage over time, but when it comes to burst damage, when it comes to a lot of the Twisted Realm, the Cursed Realm, even the Nightmare Corridor, guys, she is still one of the absolute driving factors within AFK Arena. Every time Dark Energy successfully explodes, an additional 4% max health is dealt to the target that are surrounded with residue. Additional damage cannot exceed 280%. Now, big thing with Scarlet, guys, is the stats. When you start stacking stats on Scarlet, it is an absolute game changer, guys, when it comes to the damage that she is going to put out, which is the reason why we built her with more furniture, why we do the engraving on her. When it comes to a lot of different battles, guys, she is still one of the absolute best in slot heroes that we see. And the last one we look at in this category is Silas. Silas, of course, allied heroes that have more than 50% of their max health receive an attack rating increase of 20%. That is right, guys. It is a massive attack rating boost, which again, running in Graveborn comps, when you're running all Negrez, when you're running all Baden, most every formation that I see in that kind of aspect does run Silas for this attack rating buff. Not only the healing, the mitigation, the healing, the negated healing on the enemy side, he is super, super effective, guys. Now, when we get into the plus 20 signature item, so just a little bit lower tier, again, with newer players, guys, plus 20 signature item, huge top priority in AFK Arena is Damon. Damon with the plus 20 signature item. If you are a new player to AFK Arena, he is absolutely the hero you want to take to a plus 20 signature item ASAP, because it is a game changer when it comes to the amount that he gains for the attack rating and the defense rating. Plus 20 on him, absolutely. Follow suit with the plus 20, guys, is Joan. Joan of Arc is actually one that you want to get. Again, the plus 20 on here, it does give her an immunity to all damage. Also converts it into a protection value instead. The immunity to damage is what keeps her alive, guys, allows her to get the buffs up. So definitely a hero you want to prioritize getting that plus 20 signature item. The twins, the exact same, guys. The plus 20 signature item, which I had on the twins forever, is super important. Normal attack does a critical damage. The affected enemy's damage towards them is reduced by 40%. This is the survivability aspect that we find with the twins. If you are having issues with their survivability, getting them up to mythic, getting that plus 20 signature item on there will be a game changer. And the final one we look at today, guys, is Palmer. Now, looking at Palmer, guys, plus 20 signature item. When Palmer's Faith is maxed out, whenever an allied hero deals damage to an enemy hero and their crit block rating exceeds the enemy crit block rating by at least 100 points, damage dealt will be increased one excessive point up to 40%. That is right, guys. He can provide a 40% buff, which is, again, huge when you look at the damage factor with the plus 20 signature item. So, all right, guys, so I really wanted to cover, again, the priority heroes in here with the plus 30 signature items and the priority heroes as a plus 20 signature item. Again, if you're looking early game, if you're a new player to AFK Arena, there's a bunch of kind of different heroes that are a big priority when it comes to that plus 30 signature item. Looking at Rowan, looking at, Albedo, looking at Scarlet, looking at Silas, Raku, there are a few in here that are an absolute priority to build, guys, when it comes to AFK Arena. So again, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.